What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for week 13, wet and wild at Laguna Seca. We are driving the now old legacy, whatever it is, BMW GT4, since it's just been replaced by the new one. And this is essentially I can English, I promise. What wet and wild is, easier for me to say, for this week 13 before season 4 is essentially what PCC is going to be moving forward. So we have the Clios, which is the blue, just the one in here. The Mazdas, which are the purple, I believe, if it's like it is in PCC. And then the pink is the GR86s. And obviously it's raining, and I'm not very good in the rain. I do not drive in the rain very often, so I am not fast. To be fair, my first lap was good enough to be first, and I spun on my second lap, but all these dudes are like 1,000 iRating, so that goes to show you how bad I am in both GT4 and in the rain. But no matter, this is just for fun, just to have something on the books to race and kind of see what PCC is going to look like in a wet sense for the upcoming season when the weeks I do participate in that. So I hope it's enjoyable. Again, you'll probably see me in a handful of BMW races, maybe an 86 race or 2 or 3, depending on how long it takes me to win one. But BMW is going to be my preferred car, I think, going forward. We'll have to wait and see how that works out, though. What the fields look like, how messy it is with the traffic and all those things. So we'll see how it works. We got about 30 seconds left till we grid. 15-minute race unofficial, of course. So just going to wing it and have fun. Dave and I were talking about this last night, running practice laps and looking at the schedule. There are no rain races in PCC as far as we can tell. They still can adjust that, of course, and add rain if this is going well, but I don't know why they do that. I don't see them doing that. So it is what it is, but again, there's only 5 BMW GT4s in here, so hopefully we can have some fun and learn a little bit. Just have to see how it goes. I don't know why they would choose to do this for wet and wild when there's not going to be any rain in PCC, but no matter, it should be fun regardless. So yeah, we're going to be rolling off P3. Dan, we've raced with some before. Aiden's name doesn't ring a bell. Patrick's name does ring a bell, but I don't know from where. And then David doesn't ring a bell either. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, unofficial 15 minutes, probably going to be like 8 laps. I have no idea. 8 or 9, somewhere in there. So we'll see how it goes. We're just using the baseline wet setup. I did not do any setup work for this yet, especially since it's wet. Baseline wet setup, wet tires, so on. So that's all we got. We'll hop on the grid here if my mouse will work, hopefully. There we go. Shouldn't need any tires. Nothing like that. Not going to worry. Fast repair. I am struggling quite a bit in the final 3 corners. Don't exactly know why. Excuse me, I got the hiccups like I usually tend to get when talking too much. The last 3 corners, especially not the last corner, but the 2 before that, the left-hander down the hill after the carousel, or excuse me, the corkscrew. I know what I'm talking about, I promise. The corkscrew, and then the left-hander after that, and the right-hander coming up to the final corner, I'm struggling with a lot. There's a lot of puddling there. That makes it pretty difficult, pretty tricky, hard to see where the puddles are at, and obviously you can't really miss them that much because of the banking in those corners. So just got to be nice and careful, nice and patient through there. I think this is going to be about survival more than anything, and you're going to see very quickly why I do not do very much, if any, official road racing in the rain. I do like it. It is fun. I think it's cool that we have such a thing. It's just I'm not good at it. I don't get it. I'm fully confident that thrown into an enduro situation or something like that, I can definitely survive. I prefer a car that I understand a little bit more than I understand GT4 cars, so we've seen before when I ran at the Nürburgring and some other fun hosted races and so on, enduros, that I prefer like the LMDH, even though that's very difficult to drive in the rain, and then GT3s, which aren't that awful, but you know, they are what they are. But I enjoy cars like that, GT3s especially in the rain, just because they're a little bit more straightforward in my head and I understand them a little bit more. But no matter, we're here in GT4. Again, it's a legacy GT4 car, but still fun. We'll see how we get on. We do have a full pace lap, so that'll take a little bit. Looks like we only have 3 gridders of all the GT4 cars. It's raining pretty good. It's quite wet, but yeah, hopefully if we don't make any mistakes, just because we're starting up with the top 3 of 3 cars gridded, that hopefully we'll be able to get a podium out of this. Doesn't make a difference because it's, you know, unofficial, whatever. I don't think we have any rain lights, but we'll see how the spray looks. It's been a little while, like I said, since I've driven in the rain, but no rain lights. We do have wipers. We do have wet tires. That's all good. Baseline wet set. Hopefully it works out fine. So I hope you enjoy this, and we'll probably see some more similar scenes to this in PCC this upcoming season. So if you enjoy it, make sure you drop that like. If you're new here, sub down below so you don't miss any of the action from anything we do here, we got this weekend left, a couple of league races coming up. Got one more Week 13 race coming early next week, and then a very special discussion with one of my Discord members about a serious accomplishment that they've had in the sim recently, and kind of talking about that and what it means in the greater sim racing community. It's sort of as a half follow-up to the Mustang TT Justin's chat type thing I did last week. I think it's a really great video, and I really enjoyed putting it together. But we'll just have to see what you guys think. I hope you enjoy it regardless, though. But lots of cool stuff coming up, and after that, middle of next week, we'll already be into week 1 racing. So I already put up my schedule video yesterday for this, so see how much I'm racing, where I'll be each week, and so on. And but for now, you get to laugh at me and watch me struggle around Laguna in the wet. I'm not that good here in GT4s. I'm not that good here in anything except the Solstice, actually, really. 2 seasons ago, I believe. I don't think it was last season. I think it was 2 seasons ago. Ethan and I ran GT4s here in the Falcon sports car multi-class, with the LMP3s, and it was maybe one of the least fun races I've ever done in my entire life. I think I finished like 7th or 8th, completely undeserved just by not dying. Ethan died multiple times, didn't have very much fun at all. Here's one of the corners I struggle at big time with puddles, as you see me there, aquaplane at 70 miles an hour. This corner as well, we'll aquaplane at 60 miles an hour. This is where I spun out my second Q lap. So yeah, not a fan of GT4s here, but we're just going to have to give it a whirl, hope for the best. So hope you all enjoy it. Make sure you drop that like down below again, and let's get to it. Guy to my right, already off track there, Patrick. See if we can run down Dan. Not sure if we'll be able to or not, but we gotta try, obviously. I know my way around here in the wet, so that's not a problem. Just not very good. Not sure how much the rain line's going to be a thing in some of these corners. Looks like he ran a little bit wide there, slid out ever so slightly. I'll stick the nose to the inside just to make him think about it. Avoid that inside curb and the puddles that pool up over there. Right all over the back of him. In no hurry here. Like I said, we got like 9 laps or something, 8 or 9 for sure. So just be nice and patient, nice and smooth. Get out of the spray to make sure we can see our brake marker. It's in there just a little bit deep. Very different driving style here in the rain. Patrick behind has gone off and had an incident or a spin. Very different to drive around here in the rain than it usually is in the dry. Again, I struggle in the rain. I struggle at Laguna in cars like this, so big learning experience, but we've kept up so far. We have a nice gap, about 10 seconds back to the lead 86s here on this first lap. That's always good. Nice and chill into the corkscrew for the very first time. Nice and patient, not going anywhere, especially tucked up on this guy like this. This is a corner we gotta be really careful in. Try to avoid those puddles on the inside if we can. Slide through him just a little bit of aquaplaning. Braking very, very early for this corner. Let's not drive in the back of him, please and thank you. We don't big slide through the puddle. Still drove through it anyways. Down to the final corner. A little bit of a wider line. Try to straighten up the exit. Only semi-worked, but we're still in touch. We're definitely still tucked up within half a second here, so 1 down already. Fun lap. Not a very good lap, obviously, with the start, but fun lap. On the brakes nice and early, or what I thought was nice and early. We actually outbroke him just a little bit. I prefer to keep it nice and tight here. Just drive through those puddles a little bit, try to open up the exit. Again, we're still all over him. We know he brakes very early for his second to last corner, even though it's an absolutely terrifying corner. Again, stay off the curb, stay out of the puddles. That's good. You'd need 4th here in the dry for this corner, or entering this corner at least. We only need 3rd in the wet. A little bit of a slide on turn in. Again, I gotta thank Bob Giaquinto for the inspiration for this. He ran GT3s at New Spa in the rain the other day, and that kind of inspired me to give this a more serious look. I was just going to practice this and run some laps to see what the BMW was like in PCC, but I need to get some time back behind the wheel in the wet conditions to make sure I still remember how to do this and figure this out. So thanks to Bob. He didn't have the best run of things. He struggled a little bit, but again, rain is properly difficult in iRacing, so hopefully I can fare a little bit better, at least survive my race. But there we go. Again, these next 2 corners, definitely the hardest corners, most difficult to get right. He's so patient, so precise, so smooth. Through there decently well. He's going to brake very early again here. A little better through there that time for me. Little better exit that time than the previous lap. We're still tucked up under the back. Don't want to have too big of a dive in turn 1 and go flying off track. Not a bad lap there, not a great lap, but it's so hard to make a nice confident move because you can't see, you can't go anywhere. Just very, very difficult to make a move like that stick. Pretty good exit out of there though. We might take a look this time down the inside. We are going to take a big dive. Up the inside, super tricky to keep this one. Still side by side. Make the pass, go right back to the racing line, and now we'll give him some of the spray, make him try to find a way around us here. I am 100% confident that Dan is faster than we are in these conditions, but again, the spray and trying to make a pass offline, that's all very, very difficult here in the rain, of course, so we don't have any spray to deal with now. That's good, but I lost my rabbit for the last couple laps that I've had, so now I gotta remember how to drive solo at the front. Spray makes it very, very tricky to see, especially the brake markers, so glad we got out front when we did. And we just gotta not make any mistakes and make him come past us, which I'm sure he is more than capable of doing. We just gotta not give it to him for free. He's had a little bit of a struggle there through the last couple corners. Gotta be very patient through these next 2 corners where I've been struggling quite a bit. Big old slide there. Brake again nice and early, but not too early, not too conservative. Not dead through the big puddle there. Down to the final corner. Nice straight exit. Opened up a little bit of a gap, about 2 seconds, so I'm happy with that. We are about 1 lap away. We'll be right at halfway, so that's cool. 46.6 is a decent lap there. A little bit deep in the turn 1, but that'll help me miss those puddles, which is good. Got a little bit of tire heat going now, which will help through some of these sections that are just damp. Obviously, it doesn't really help with puddles, but it'll help through just the wet parts. Made a little bit more gap here, just about 2.5 seconds, but again, I think Dan is more than capable of coming and running us back down. And we cannot afford to make any mistakes in these conditions, which is obviously much easier said than done, as I go for a big slide there. But I do enjoy driving in this. It's just not conducive to me being any type of fast, but it is fun. I do enjoy it, so if you haven't run Wet and Wild yet this week, plenty of free car options. If you don't own the BMW, don't own the Clio, you can still run the 86 or the Mazda. It's a lot of fun. See what PCC is going to look like this upcoming season and, you know, for the foreseeable future in all likelihood. Gotta be so precise, so perfect, so cautious, but still find a way to push, which is very, very difficult, very, very tricky to do. Oh, there we go. I knew it was going to happen. Just get back going on track. We got plenty of gap back to the 86s and the Mazdas. Just tried to get a little bit too much. Same corner I spun out and then qualifying. So difficult to get right. Now we gotta go back to trying to chase down Dan just a little bit more. Now we got the big gap. Oh well, what's up, E?
What's going on?
I am struggling my way through Wet and Wild at Laguna.
Is Dave running with you, or?
Nope, I haven't seen him. He was gonna run it with me tonight, but I can't make it tonight, so.
I gotcha.
Oh man. Properly difficult. I'm glad there's no rain in PCC, that's for sure. Oh, can't I close down this gap is the $1 million question. Not if I'm driving like that. So tricky. That's what I get for trying to push for a faster lap. Kill myself for no reason whatsoever. Alright. What are you up to?
Nothing. To go into look through schedules, try to get something put together for this.
Alright, that was a good lap. We need like 4 more of those. This is when I get in trouble, though. I get more and more confident in the wet, and then I go off and kill myself.
Hell is always time.
Catching them's one thing, passing them's another. I don't even remember who said that, but it's true. Oof. Yikes. Alright. Let's see, 3:30, so 3 laps. Only made up 1 second that lap, though, which is not enough pace, funnily enough. Found decent pace though, which I'm happy with. Ooh, let's say that. Come on, Justin. Every time, big slides. Not good for lap time. Oh, on the curb, braking is not good. Holy shit. I'm glad there's no freaking rain in PCC. That would just be the worst thing.
They'll do it eventually.
I know they will, but hopefully it's long after I've hung it up.
Are you running the and the BMW?
Yeah.
I kind of wish I'd bought the old BMW, and then I could have gotten both of them.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until after I saw the videos of people talking about doing that.
I'm not sure it's worth it. I mean, I like the car, but unless you're a GT4 guy, you're, like I said, when I ran this in GT4, I'm not suddenly going to like it more just because it's in PCC, so. Alright, come on, Justin, we can get this guy. 2 laps. the spray and I can't see shit. It's cool. Oof, jeez Louise. Oh, jeez, Justin. Oh, there we go again. Alright, so much for that. I don't like that corner. Yes,
I don't like any of these corners, even when they're dry.
That's fair enough. Good win, Dan, as always. Good fun. Oh man, what a mess.
Thank you.
Stupid corner. Alright, never running rain at Laguna again. I learned that today, so that's beneficial. It's fun, just not productive. Oh, Jesus, just on the curb again. More curbs. We're good. Not dead. It's fine. There we go. Yikes. Alright, one more time for this awful, stupid, dumb corner. Try a higher line, still slippery. Great race, everyone. That was a blast. Break, please stop.
Yep, good race.
I know I'm gaining on the car in front. It's because the race is over. Alright. Whew. Wet and wild is correct. Appropriately titled. Forgot that first gear in this car was so useless. Alright, well, that was cool.
Did you record it?
I did. It'll be tomorrow.
Nice.
That was fun. I learned a lot, and then I learned what not to do, basically ever. It's a nice pass. I was happy with that. It's funny when you're in replay, like after the race, and you start like fast forwarding and rewinding and stuff, the rain goes away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like when you start going backwards, the rain like disappears. Very interesting. Alright, whatever. Results, which won't be loaded yet, but we'll get there eventually. Give me my results. There we go. Alright, results, please and thank you. Come on, give me these results that don't mean anything. I want to see how badly I got schooled by a bunch of 1K guys. Come on. There we go. All I had to do is ask nicely. All right. Did run the best lap by 1.5 seconds, but got beat by a 2K, so that's always good for performance. But I had fun, and having fun is most important, right?
Sure. It is
Maybe.
what's most important for sure.
It's definitely not, but hey. All that matters is winning by huge margins. If you don't do that, it's not fun.
That's even the point.
That's the Nick Robinson special. If I don't win by 38 seconds, I did not have a good time. If I didn't get to drive through the grass during the race, it was not a good track. Nah, whatever. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
If I can move my damn mouse over to the mute thing. There we go. All right. Well, that was one of the races of all time. God, this mouse is so awful. I have a new one, but I haven't gotten it set up yet. That was a lot of fun. Good win to Dan. Always love racing someone that's just a good driver and didn't make any mistakes, and that's why he beat me. Because I probably could have. I would have had a shot. I would have taken the send on the last lap had I caught him anyways, which I think I was going to catch him. But obviously, it took me 4 laps or whatever to pass him the first time. So who knows? But happy that I found decent pace. We'll see how it turns out. Hope you enjoyed it. And probably going to be my only rain race for a while. So I hope that was an exhibition in what not to do in the rain. But I had fun. It was fun to slide around and slip around, and I'm excited to try some of this BMW and PCC. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how much I end up doing it. But it was fun regardless. So make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Don't want me to say any action of anything else coming up on iRacing or anything else we do. And I appreciate all love and support as always. So drop that sub. We got lots of good stuff coming up. But till next time, as always, bye.